it helps me to see that all my other kids did it, but they did it in perhaps different ways, or were able to do it more independently. So Facile has helped Andy find his way to do it so he can also be independent of his parents.
I think it's him having social connections that are positive and have nothing to do with the family. It's his life and his connections and his friends and his activities.
The reality is now I get up in the morning and the most I do for him is make his lunch. I make his lunch and I pack it in his backpack and then I go to work. When I come home from work around 5 o'clock, he's gotten himself up. He's had breakfast. He's taken the bus downtown. He's dropped in to play sports at the community center and then gone on to his job at the working center, and he's taken the bus home. And when I get home, he's had a full day, and I've had no part of it. He's just gone about his day.
She's just always been able to walk through, take an idea or a concern, break it down into steps, and then take action. You know, here are the steps, and help me with things.
I was thinking about, what's he going to do after high school, and choices didn't seem to be a lot of choices. If you didn't go the route of group home and therefore sheltered workshop, there didn't seem to be a lot of choices. And I am a single parent, and I thought, how am I going to do this? How am I going to know what's best for him, and how am I going to make it happen? It makes a big, big difference to me to have the facilitator available to help form Russell's decisions and make things happen for him.
And hearing that Andy actually was looking towards having his own space made us realize that he was more ready than we thought he was. And so we started moving more into that direction.
One of the big pressures of being a parent is being afraid to ask people for things. You think you're being a burden. Can I get you to help with Russell in this way? Would it be a problem if? The facilitator doesn't have those hang-ups. They're just looking for connections, and they'll make that ask without any feelings of guilt, and I think that's a big thing.
Joe's has a really good relationship with Lori, and they'll talk through things and talk through challenges. And that other opinion and that other set of listening ears that's not mom or dad, I think is really enriching for him.
She's always thinking about connections. Well, how could we connect? How could we make this happen? I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, She watches for natural relationships and then works with those.
Being involved in the facilitation makes the family not the agent of change. So Joe has components of his life that are his own, and he's able to bring those experiences back to the family. And we can just be the sibling or the parent, albeit a supportive sibling or parent, but we're not the ones making those decisions for Joe.
Sort of seeing what his gifts and abilities are, and making the most of that.
I used to think that he could live semi-independently, that maybe he could live together with 2 or 3 other people if he had a lot of supervision. I'm starting to think that if he had his own apartment and I just dropped in a few times a week, he'd be fine. I don't know, we haven't tested that. But that's where my head has gone now. It's jumped forward in terms of thinking about what he could handle.
Helped Andrew to see that there's a road ahead and that dreams are possible, that they can come true, and helped us to see beyond what he has done and what he can do, and that so many things are possible that we couldn't have imagined before.
He's now working every day, volunteering, but working every day in 2 different locations, dropping into the community center for sports because she set that up, going to the Y. He's like a different kid.
Yeah, I see a life coming that's going to be great, really exciting. Yeah, and I'm really thankful for Facile, that we're not on our own in sort of mapping that out.
Facilitation means independence for Russell when I thought it might not be possible. It means that he can work towards goals that are similar to the ones his siblings have. It means that I can do my job at work without thinking all day that what he might be doing. It means peace of mind, and it means hope.